Hello and welcome, Snake here. Welcome back in Immortal Empires and welcome in a Hero Spotlight, where today I'm gonna get closer look to a Mist Mage and a Mist Lore of Magic. Mist Lore of Magic that was added in the recent DLC, Throne of Tides, Jesus. Nope. Tides of Torment. I'm getting old, I'm sorry. Mist Mage, like I said, was added recently in Tides of Torment, and it's not typical wizard. It's not recruited from a wizard building. It's recruited a little bit different, and its purpose is a little bit different. Not gonna lie, I am not a huge fan of Mist Mage, because for me it's like, you know, a company that tries to do everything and does not specialize in anything particular. That's Mist Mage for in High Elves roster for me. So I rather have something that is either augmenting my army or debuffing properly, dealing damage. So I prefer typical magic, typical wizard, because yeah, if I wanna have Mist Mage, I often go for Lore Master of Hoeth or Noble. Yeah, I just don't see myself using it. But it's maybe because I need more time to, you know, get used to it. So let's look into its abilities. Mist Mage can have 2 mounts. It doesn't have a ground mount, no horse, no donkey, nothing. It's either Great Eagle or Skycutter Chariot. Skycutter Chariot is something I'm trying to think, do I like or not. It's performing surprisingly good. It doesn't have any kind of delays. Landing so far feels okay. There is no weird animation when you land with the Skycutter Chariot, so it's not bad. And then from abilities we have another High Elf typical stuff, which is Winds of Magic, Power Reserve +8, Capacity +8. Whoa. Missile Resistance +10%, Spell Resistance, Immortality, and of course Mentor. Then we go to the rank 10. Yeah, the special lines, there's 2 for Mist Mage, and there is 1 that is available at rank 10, which is horrendous. I mean, I like the miscast base chance -50%, because most likely you're gonna overcast a lot if you want to have a Mist Mage, because overcasting, definitely some spells are much better. But the hero action success chance +4%, while, you know, this one gives you 10%, it's lackluster. At rank 20 you get cooldown -10% to all spells, which is also nice, because if you're going to overcast, you're gonna need that cooldown. But this ability also feels very weak. And then at rank 25, the Wind of Magic cost is -10% for all spells. So not gonna lie, these 2 could be together, and you would save a point, and we could get something, I don't know, like, to give Mist Mage some defense? I would say, like, merge that one into another and give it like +5 to melee defense and +5, +15 armor, or speed, or literally anything. Okay? Anything. Nope, you're not gonna get it. So there it is. Then we have the level at rank 12, you get the Envelope of Mist, and speed 5% for own army. This is nice. The 5% is definitely not the, you know, groundbreaking. It's always something. Envelope of Mist is giving you one-time use, affect allies in range. The range is 35 meters, not bad. So you can drop it on area and you make your unit stock, give them snipe, and unspottable, which helps a lot if you want to try pew 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 somebody. One-time use is it's meh. It's meh. Then we go to another ability from the fog, and gives you block army. Action movement range is modified by additional 50%. 15. That's not bad if you want to use it for blocking army. Enemy hero action success chance minus 20%. That's a lot. And hero action success chance plus 10%. So, yeah, it's way better than this. Then we have a supernatural mist that gives you augmentation in area around the mist mage, melee damage reflection up to 10, missile resistance up to 10%, and charge reflection for everyone within 55 meters. And you charge the intensity by nearby allies cast spells. Naming says that someone else needs to cast it. That's how I interpret it. Is it true? I don't think so. And the final one is the Cloak of Voodoo. And this, where you get some defense for this guy. You get melee defense plus 10, physical resistance plus 10, and passive ability Wayfarer. I have a Mist Mage here. Yep. That's it. That's the same one, no matter what.
Of the White Tower.
Then we go to its magic. The actual magic. And here, like I said, it's a little bit of everything. And nothing groundbreaking. So the first spell is the Matlan Spite. It gives some dot damage per tick, damage over time, right? And it reduces speed of one unit and increase its vigor. It makes them tired. 15 to 30 for 20 seconds. This damage is terribly low. Terribly low, and not gonna lie, for most of time, if you're not fighting with the army currently, and you're trying to like scout, use your lord, this guy gonna be useless. But when it comes to combat, when you clash with your army, he becomes much more useful. But it's not my type of playing. Okay, so when you upgrade Matlan's Spite, let's go for the leveled up Mist Mage. You get for 8 Winds of Magic, you get the same damage, duration is 10 seconds more, speed plus 15% extra, so 45 minus 45 speed, and that's it. It says weak versus multiple combatants. To be honest, it's weak versus any combatants because it doesn't do much. And here's where I prefer Shadow Magic, because it does the same, just more damage, or Frost Magic from Kislev. I love Frost Magic from Kislev because it actually works with Kislev much better than this works with High Elves. That's my personal opinion, but I'm not a huge fan of this. Then we have a passive Obscuring Haze that increased 10% missile resistance for 12 seconds. It's not bad. I prefer anything else. I mean, it's clearly against like missile. You protect yourself from missile, so fine. Then we have a Ladriel's Shroud, and I'm gonna go back to this one, so I wanna see the normal. It gives you vigor per second, minus 3%, so you rest a little bit, and immune to contact effects. That's it. That's fucking it, okay? And until you upgrade it and you start overcasting, this is like, yeah, I guess, but overcasting gives you option to heal for 25 seconds something. And that's nice. That's really nice. But again, it's like semi, like a little bit of healing, a little bit of protecting, a little bit of damage. Then another is a Flensing Har that gives you debuff. It's a chain hex because it splits to max 5 enemies. And reduce armor and missile block chance up to minus 36. So it's big missile block chance reduction. Don't get me wrong, minus 36 is a lot. And Overcasted does the same, just extend duration. It's great versus like heavy infantry. It would greatly work versus Chosen. Yeah, they have high missile block chance and armor. That would not be bad. And anything that can block, okay? But I don't know, okay? I just feel like it's okay at best. Then we have they have the Walk Between Worlds, and it does increase speed 25% of one character or one unit. Physical resistance up to 55%. That's huge buff for physical. And Strider. Overcasted only increase duration. So you have 44 seconds from 22. So it's doubled, more or less. It's quite a lot. It's a decent buff. Whenever I try to use it, I always face the magic attacking unit. So I was like surrounded by demons and anything. So this was useless. But this one can be used very nicely. It costs 5 winds of magic when it's overcasted. So that's a long duration for tiny cost of magic. So this one is definitely one of the best in terms of defense. And you see, most of these spells are not that super pricey. I think Matland Spite is one of the most expensive, and Flensing Har. Yeah, they're the most expensive. So Walk Between Worlds and Lateral Shroud overcasted have some value. Of course, Evasion, and then you have Mistress of the Deeps. That gives you summons of 2 Oceanids units. There is no overcasted version. The second point reduced the cost and cooldown. That's it. So it's no overcasted like crazy Oceanids. Yeah. And then the final spell is that works for both your enemy and you. So it's debuff and a buff, which is nice. The Riding Mist, it does give you self and ally within area. If it's an area effect spell, gives you missile block chance plus 30, 360 missile block, stock, and snipe. So let's say you're going versus Dark Elves, right? And there is shades pop up from nowhere. You drop this on your units, suddenly they start on regular archers, right? You drop it, boom, they get missile block chance 360, and they also have snipe. So shades suddenly, oh, where they are, and they need to move closer. That gives you edge. And yeah, it's also great if you go for... Yeah, I would definitely use Mist Mage in... not Loffen-Seaguard, Jesus. Swordmaster of Hoep armies. I would use this. Because that missile block chance extra on top of it and 360 is great. But the best part is the leadership and minus melee defense 24. That's why I would use it for Swordmaster of Hoeth and any kind of melee army, because this reduces everything around while you're still protected from missile. So Mist Mage gonna definitely land in my Swordmaster of Hoeth army. And it has a use. And Overcasted cost only 9. So the price, again, it's dope. The price is the best. The Winds of Magic cost is great. But I do have a lot of research-ish. Yeah, I do have some research done. So probably it normally at the start it cost less. More, I mean. And of course, Arcane Conduit. And the blue line is increased mobility. Something that I think High Elves did not have? Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, they never had it, so that's the first. Finally, they have increased mobility. Which is absolute bonkers, because they need it. Then again, boost income. This one is... But okay, damage walls, which might be, if CA ever gonna update the sieges, damage walls, Mist Mage, easily available, is gonna be golden. Because you're not gonna have to walk with Siege Attacker, and you're gonna be able to like launch the siege immediately. That's massive. But I hope we're gonna actually get the siege update someday before they move to 40k. Wound, which is nice, and block army that is modified by 15%. Modified, yeah, range is modified by another 15. So 30% less movement. That's not bad. And specialist. Here is everything he has, nothing crazy. His stats are weak. It's a mage, don't expect much. I would give him at least a fucking missile block chance, but whatever. And one of the greatest for, traits for defense, for infantry, doesn't cost any influence. I just recruited this Mist Mage, and it didn't cost any influence. It was just 800 gold. So maybe it's a bug, maybe it's I don't know, maybe they did something wrong, but definitely it's not it. And in my Iceland Sea Lord, I kept Mist Mage because the resistant trait. Now I'm gonna replace it with, with Handmaiden, because I prefer having Hawke's Precision for my Loth and Seaguard over just anything. And they also have resistant trait. But yeah, what can you expect? Not gonna lie, I was hoping Mist Mage to be something more. And this is level 48. It doesn't have weapon, it doesn't have anything. I didn't give him weapon, I didn't give him armor. And that's his, potential. Not much, I'd say. Where the armor comes from, I have a little bit here. But, yeah, I feel like... I definitely hope for something more. And I am disappointed that new hero still have so many points that... Look, I have everything and I'm gonna have almost every blue line. Everything in blue line. I don't like that. I prefer to have much more talent and you know, not have a talent, points where I just drop them, and I was done when I was like level 30. So it's disappointing. And I'm not a huge fan of Mist Mage. I think I can play without it, and I'll be absolutely fine. I find some usage of it, like Mist Mage could be used in monster army, like a Phoenix army, because the spells, like, you get some healing. But then again, I prefer having just, you know, green wizard, because it can heal and also give... Hold on, where is my green wizard? Yeah. So I have a flesh to stone. It does increase the physical resistance by a bit, but the duration, and it costs more. Okay, so definitely Earthblood, Lifebloom, it's all great. Regrowth. But now, would I trade another Phoenix for a Mist Mage? I could. But I don't know if I would. I definitely will try it.
Loyal attendant.
But it's a lot of clicking and probably not worth it. So I think Mist Mage is definitely good for PvP. PvP, I'm sure PvP got massive buff because this guy is probably cheaper than a wizard and offers this, you know, great value of buffing, sniping, stalking, everything. So I find this in PvP absolutely being golden. But for PvE, it's mid at best. But that's my opinion. And I want to know yours. At the end of a year, what do you think about the Mist Mage? Because I think it's meh. Mid at best, mostly you can live without it. You can absolutely live without it. Like, some heroes are great all around, like Noble. Noble is great all around. It's good to defend your army, it's good to defend your lord, it's good to just do plenty of stuff, especially now when it got talents, you know, for monsters, for cavalry, for infantry. So it does work all around. But Mist Mage, it's okay at best. But I might be wrong. And here's where you come and tell me, Snake, you're dumb, you're retarded, this works great. So please, if I underestimated something, I overseen something, and I probably evaluated wrong, please let me know, because I'm interested. But at the moment, and 60 turns I had with Mist Mage, I can tell most of the time he's fucking useless. But that's on me. That's from me, from my perspective. So I'm waiting for any counter opinion. I'm hoping there will be plenty. And that's it when it comes to talking about Mist Mage. I wish you a great new year. So I wish that everything you dream will happen in next year. That everything will improve for you. And that's my wishes for all of us. Happy New Year. Thank you for watching. Take care. And bye-bye.